Dr. Rhyl Hinwood is the official sculptor to the University of Queensland at St Lucia in Brisbane, Australia. Every year at this university there is a student race around the Great Court to win this trophy. The competitors run beneath archways decorated with 17 grotesque portraits by Rhyl Hinwood. And there is never a shortage of advice for the competitors.
Off they go, and this is going to be a fascinating one. It looked like the sound of round on a pretty good start.
Rhyl's grotesques gaze down, overlooking the contestants, running past beneath them. Each portrait is carefully researched and cut from Helidon freestone.
Rhyl Hinwood is assisting in presenting the...
There are over 300 artworks by Rhyl Hinwood at this university.
This is the crest of the University of Queensland, right in the centre of this double arch, and above it is a suite of carvings that I really enjoyed choosing. They are all birds which are nomadic and migratory, just as staff and students at this university are nomadic and migratory.
Rhyl depicts Charles Darwin, the father of evolution, at the age he was when he visited Australia. To research this, she travelled to his family home at Down House in England to get the details completely right. Wordsmith's Cafe at the St Lucia campus is where Rhyl Hinwood was commissioned to commemorate the many authors published by Queensland University Press. The acclaimed Australian writer David Malouf peers out through the tiles of a Scrabble board. Peter Carey's story of Oscar and Lucinda is celebrated by the design elements Rhyl has woven into his portrait. In the 1980s, a new Parliament House is under construction. Architects Mitchell, Jergler and Thorpe accept a bid by Rhyl and Rob Hinwood to make a coat of arms in ceramic tiles. Fixed to a steel frame by Rob Hinwood, the structure was designed to remain strong and secure for many years to come. This coat of arms, high above the chamber of the Parliament, is one of their most prestigious commissions and is an enduring example of their work. Rhyl was commissioned to produce some life-size bronze figures as a memorial to the soldiers of the Korea, Malaya, Borneo campaigns. Rob used his knowledge of a career in the army to help make these figures a lifelike and accurate depiction in Brisbane's Anzac Square. When Rhyl was also asked to create an RAAF memorial in the CBD of Brisbane, she chose to portray the wedge-tailed eagle, the motif of the Royal Australian Air Force, as a bronze symbol to soar majestically above the memorial. At the Gatton campus of the Queensland University, west of Brisbane, Rhyl produced a different Anzac memorial. This one inspired by the rising sun at dawn, taking full advantage of the natural radiating colour in the stone. But some other commissions have been more light-hearted. The provincial Queensland city of Maryborough is the birthplace of Pamela Travers, author of Mary Poppins. The Proud Marys group of Maryborough commissioned Rhyl to create a life-size bronze figure to stand proudly on one of the city's street corners. No fine detail was overlooked. Mary Poppins now stands forever, her umbrella and cloth bag ever ready for a flight. One of the most exciting commissions was to create a 1.5 times life-size figure of the man from Snowy River. The mountain horseman, celebrated in poetry and the movies, is galloping at full pelt down the steep mountain slope. Weighing several tons in bronze, the rider and horse need to appear frozen in the air, above the passers-by, in a Gold Coast shopping mall. But some of her works are small enough to fit on your home mantelpiece. Rhyl is commissioned to make bronze portraits of a brother and sister. Getting the likeness is the thing.
It takes a long time to build up a portrait of someone. Just carefully, I seem to start with the profile because I feel that's such a definite image to achieve, and from there I work out. It's not at all, there's no formula, I just do it as I sense it, from usually working from photographs to start with that I've taken of the subjects, and they're helpful to just refer to get something to work on until the actual people can come and have a live sitting. They don't want to sit for hours while I prepare.
Rhyl is a Churchill Fellow, and here she is showing her fellow Churchillians some of her smaller environmental sculptures. The Brisbane CBD Roma Street Parklands has many Hinwood works designed to turn gardens into a story. But not everything Rhyl does is small. At the University of Queensland at Gatton, the entire wall of a building is covered in Helidon freestone artwork that captures the images of what this university teaches and sets it in stone. This huge stone artwork is a favourite backdrop for graduating students to be photographed in front of. Another day, another work is finished, this one delivered to the Mount Coot-tha Botanical Gardens. This is a children's seat, covered in the flora and fauna of the Australian bush. Little creatures that captivate the imagination of little children and attract them like bees to honey.
And they don't sting. They're much, much more friendly to us than other bees. But you can see that Rhyl has carved what the inside of their hive looks like. These little bubbles.
Rhyl Hinwood's art is to create beautiful objects that are permanent and that celebrate all our lives. Her work is everywhere, in buildings, public places and private spaces. Her talent is to set in stone and metal the things we care about and wish to remember. That is the art of Rhyl Hinwood.